What's up, YouTube? Looking kind of small there. It's alright though, I'm working out. Today is week 11 of mine and Eddie's challenge we got going on. And today I'd like to talk about slowing down and the importance of slowing down. Now, there are two reasons that you might want to slow down and that you should slow down. So that you don't make mistakes and so that you don't miss out on details. Because see, when you go fast, you tend to make mistakes and you tend to lose focus on details. Now, some people might not see that as a big deal, but the reason that it becomes a big deal is when you begin to compete and it hinders you from making great progress and winning certain aspects of games or just anything that you're competing on, jobs. It gives you the competitive edge, and that is ultimately what we want in life. We want better for ourselves, and if you want to better yourself, you're gonna take notes on how to slow down. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that speeding up and doing things quick is a bad thing, but it does imply that you should know how to slow down so that you can always build and always just get that competitive edge, so you can always go back and get something you missed before. Now, I have a couple examples here that I'd like to share. First of all, in my lifetime, I've made many mistakes. Now, a lot of those mistakes were avoidable. I'd say all of them were. Some of them actually were not avoidable, so I won't say all of them. But the ones that were avoidable were because I was living too fast. Now, I got a speeding ticket that was $900. That's a lot of money I didn't have to pay. A speeding ticket. I got other tickets because I didn't slow down and I missed sight on details. There was a detail, it said right turn only and I made a left. Yeah, that was dumb of me, but I didn't look at that sign that told me that it was a right only, and I really didn't see it. So I made that left turn and messed up on that right only, and that was another $300. So there's two right there. Now, another example, there was many tickets that I got, and one day I was at the store with my sister after, just knowing how to slow down already. I told her that there was something in life that I'd like to teach her. One thing that I could teach her would be to slow down. You make many mistakes, you don't learn things right. You make decisions that might affect the rest of your life. And that's what I told her not to do. So when we were over there, she tried to read a can of corn. She read kettle corn. This is kettle corn. I'm like, no, that's kernel corn. She was like, there's no corn, let's go, there's only kettle corn. No, it was kernel corn. And then later on, we're in the line at the shopping at the Stater Brothers, and I bend over to pick something up, and as I bend over, she hits me in the head with the cart. I'm like, Daisy, come on, look around. So those are small examples of things that happen when you don't slow down. Now, my cousin Eddie, he told me, give me a good example of what happens when you don't slow down and when you don't pay attention to detail and learn. Now, this example that he gave me was that he's been a coach for a softball team, and he's been a coach for a long time, and he's been playing for a long time, many seasons. And he said that one day he slowed down and he saw that he paid attention to the details of advice that he'd be giving people. And when he slowed down and he paid attention to something that he was not doing right on his swing, he said that the next day he hit a few home runs because he paid attention to that detail, worked on it, and hit it right. So when you speed up, you tend to lose focus on things that will actually make you even better than you already are. You could be a really great wrestler, you could be a really great teacher, you could be a really great musician, anything, but if you don't slow down and pay attention to details, you're never going to get any better, and you're never going to be better than not just anybody else but yourself. And that's what you want. You want to grow yourself. You don't want to be better than people. You don't want to be better than this guy and still have something wrong with you. No, if you could be the best person that you can be, do it. And you can't do that without slowing down. Slow down, pay attention to the details, and pay attention so that you don't make mistakes. So That's what we need to do. We all need to slow down, work on our details. And we see that also in lifting. When we exercise, what happens if we don't stretch before that? If we don't stretch and make sure that our muscles are warm before we can work out, what happens? We pull a muscle, we get injured. We see that in everywhere in life though. Doctor, you don't become a doctor unless you study the material. That's all part of the slow down process. You can't run before you can walk. So what we need to do is we need to learn how to practice slow before we can go fast. And that's going to be a huge help to us in 2019, 2020, 2021. We're going to avoid mistakes, heartbreaks, breakups. We're going to avoid tears, unnecessary tears. We're going to avoid losing money. We're going to avoid car accidents. We're going to avoid many, many things that could just be detrimental to us. We're going to avoid so many things, and it's a blessing. Bad jobs, just anything. And that's what I'd like you to ponder on and apply in every aspect of your life. Slow down and really, really think about the steps that you're taking in anything that you do. With that being said, have a great week. See you next week. God bless. Like and subscribe. And yeah, keep working out, keep studying, keep praying. Do it all to the best of your ability. Goodbye.